Welcome, everyone, once again to another session of natural healing with essential oils. And as always, we have the phenomenal Sandy with us. And I'm really super excited about the oil that we have for this month. And notice I said oil, not oils.
Yep, totally. So I love the fact that doTERRA is so super sensitive of what is to what's going on in our world. And this is back to school season, changing of the seasons. And so we have a product called On Guard. Oh, sorry, that's a sore term, right? But it just is exactly what it says. It helps our body to be on guard and boost those defense systems. So product I love, I use daily in different ways. So that is our freebie for the month. And you can get that with a 125 PV order before the 15th, a free one. And why would I want On Guard? Good question. Well, number one, it supports the immune system. It's also great for the antioxidant defense when you take it internally. It's also good for cleaning. And, you can even take and put a couple of drops of On Guard in your pancake mix, or I know people put it in their oatmeal. And it's just a wonderful oil to diffuse as well and help to clean the air, helps to cut down germs. And that's a great one during this time of year. I used to use it when I was teaching in the schools all the time, right? Cleaning and purifying.
I mean, I love the versatility of On Guard, and I'm an On Guard baby. I love it. I mean, everything from the little hand spray, because, I don't believe in those hand sanitizer things, never have, probably never will. But sometimes you do need to clean your hands, so I do a lot of RVing. And when we finish working with the sanitation system, I need to spray something because, hey, they're little critters. And then I also love, as a preventative measure, especially when I used to be a school bus driver, I would take the On Guard lozenges every single morning because, it was just really, really quirky. The weather here in Florida, one minute it'll be like 50 degrees, another minute it jumps over to 80 degrees. And so with that change of season that we have right now, as we're shifting from summer to fall, I notice that I sometimes get like a little scratchy throat. I'm like, okay, not gonna go there. So between my echinacea and my On Guard, I basically put my system on guard, in that preventative mode, and being aware that you're more likely to shift into immune compromise as we're making that seasonal shift from summer to fall. So I love it.
Totally true. And I love this is one of those great things to use for a snack is you can slice an apple, and the apple slices in water, put a couple drops of On Guard oil in it, I shake it up and I let it sit for a little bit. A lot of times I'll just put it in the fridge and just let it stay crispy that way. That's a great snack to help support the immune system. I like serving that when I do a couple little events here.
Yeah, it adds that nice little spicy, tangy flavor because I use it in my
Totally.
Moon Girl moonshine, my
Oh yeah.
water mixture that I use every day with my lemon and apple cider vinegar. And so I add a couple of drops of the On Guard and it just adds that zip, that tang kind of taste to it.
It does. And you mentioned the hand sanitizer. There's a lot of different ways to have On Guard. One of the things you can do if you don't even have the hand sanitizer is just put a couple of drops of On Guard on your hand and put a drop or two of the fractionated coconut oil on it and rub it. And your hands are sanitized and clean. Great putting on the bottom of your feet during this time of year. In fact, I pretty much use it on the bottom of my feet year round. I put it in a roller bottle and cover it with the coconut oil. It's also great. You can do it in smoothies and wherever else you want to, but the On Guard Touch, we have the beadlets, which are teeny tiny, even little kids can ingest those. And it's just right. It's like a quarter of a drop of On Guard.
Yeah.
And then
And I've
this
also
month,
used it with my pets. So I have
yes.
my little fur baby, and she goes out there and eats God knows what. And sometimes you can see she has like a rumbly tummy kind of thing. And so I've mixed it in that roll-on stick that you're talking about, and I roll it on her tummy, and it absorbs into her tummy, plus she licks it. So she thinks it tastes delicious also. Hey,
Awesome. Well,
pet approved.
Yeah, I love the things that make it so wonderful. Has wild orange in it, it has clove and cinnamon, and we know
Mhm.
protective properties of both of those. It also has eucalyptus and
Yeah.
rosemary, so we're talking everything for respiratory, for good health,
Mm.
even for oral health.
Yeah.
And it's one of the reasons we have it in that toothpaste. So it's terrific that way. So, if you want some On Guard free, this is a great month to do that. The other thing that we have is 10% off of the On Guard soft gels. Now,
Hmm.
why would I want On Guard soft gels? Aren't those just On Guard in a little gel
Hmm.
caplet? Oh, no, they're
Oh,
not.
really?
So,
Oops, I'm
if
wrong.
if you have something that has come on you because, it wasn't enough, maybe you didn't get enough sleep or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
and you happen to get a little bit under the weather, and you'll know it
Hmm.
when you first started.
Hmm. Hmm.
Pop an On Guard soft gel or two, and you can do it 2 or 3 times a day. But it has
Hmm.
all those things in it that I listed before. Plus, they've added Melissa, which is a super antiviral property oil,
Mm.
oregano, which I use like an antibiotic, and
Yeah.
black pepper. So those oils give you an extra boost in there. And, there is nothing that can survive in your body when you got On Guard going on your feet and the soft gels going in internally. So
Now, I didn't even
crazy
realize
cool.
that about the soft gels because, now that I think about it, there are people that sometimes they travel, and this is good because you don't have to worry about the liquid thing, even though it's way below the 3 ounces that they're talking about. But still to have those soft gels, because a lot of people get Revenge of Montezuma kind of thing, when we travel to different spaces and different places that don't have the same sanitary quality that we have. Let's just put it that way. And so,
Regulation
if
quality
you're
soda.
going out and sometimes you get that little rumbly tummy going on, rather than taking all of these different antibiotics that are going to screw up with your microbiome and cause even more problems later on, this would be a phenomenal alternative. I like it.
Yeah, and of course, digestion is one of my favorite go-tos when I travel. I do not leave home without that one, just because of what you're speaking about. I remember going to
Hmm.
Mexico, and it was a doTERRA, and someone was in the room next to me, and they did not have their digestion, and they came out saying, "Does anybody have digestion? My husband really, really, really needs it." Yes, you can have my little baby travel bottle, and hope I don't need it again. If I do, I'm coming back looking for it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
like I said, between that and the lozenges, absolutely wonderful. So you have the digestion lozenges also, which is really helpful a lot of times when you're dealing with little kids. The same thing with the On Guard lozenges, so that's phenomenal.
yeah.
Absolutely great.
Yeah,
Hmm.
totally, totally terrific. And also, don't forget the On Guard chewable tabs. Those have vitamin
Oh,
C and
yeah. The
zinc
vitamin
and
C
beta
and the zinc.
glucan. So they actually work in a different pathway in our body than
Exactly.
what the On Guard oil does. And one of the things I've been
Oh man, I keep on forgetting to order that one.
yeah,
Oh
that's one
yeah.
I keep in stock during this time. And when I travel, I will always pop an On Guard beadlet, and I have the On Guard chewables with me when I travel. I'll be going out to Salt Lake City middle of this month, and you can bet I have chewable tablets and On Guard with me for sure.
Well,
You get in a big plane or wherever you're at, and it's a big
yeah.
petri dish of everybody
You,
else's germs, and you're enclosed. So it's nice to have something to boost that immune system a little more.
and also that combination with the vitamin C and the zinc is really powerful booster to the immune system. Most people are zinc deficient as it is, and you're especially more susceptible during, again, those transition periods and in the winter. So I usually wait till I accumulate a lot of my reward points and then I stock up on those lozenges. So,
Get them
yep,
free. Yeah, the chewable
on
tablets are
guard.
awesome. But yeah, I do. Everybody get on guard. Totally.
Fantastic. Well, ladies and gents, we want to thank you once again. And remember, be prepared, because it's really about being prepared and not allowing yourself to get so compromised that it takes a Herculean effort to get back on track. As my mama always says, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And On Guard is definitely one of the most phenomenal products to use to help your body to be resilient and to be in protective mode. So until next time, my wonderful beauty.